Good afternoon. I'm Hubert Grimes. I serve as the interim president here at Bethune-Cookman University. Thank you all for coming out this afternoon, and we can hopefully provide you with some information regarding our recent Board of Trustees meeting, as well as any questions that you might have. Also sitting with me is our Board of Trustee member, Judge Belvin Perry, and grateful that he could join us this afternoon. And we'll be happy to go from there.
Can you kind of talk about this morning's meeting? There was a lot of anticipation about a series of actions that would be taken.
Well, I'd like to think of it as being I think of it as being a very productive meeting. I actually have some highlights that we've written that sort of captures the overall meeting. It was a two-day meeting. We can say that there were elections to the board that occurred this time. One current member of the board, Ray Brinson, was retained, and one new alumnus was added to the board, Jeffrey Branch, 2005 graduate, so he'll certainly represent the younger generation of Wildcats. A lot of, I should say, housekeeping matters were taken care of, bylaw changes. A couple things people might be very interested in is that this, for the first time, the board granted full voting rights to the SGA representative, to the faculty representative, and to the National Alumni Association representative. And of course, we moved forward with implementing and reported on the implementation of the board's mandate for reduction in labor, as well as to address some of the financial issues that we have going forward. And we gave a report on that, indicating the progress that's being made and the intent of this administration to continue moving forward to right-size the ship, and so that we can make sure we're here for sustainability over the long haul. Some of those cuts have already taken place. Some of the salary reductions have also been provided to the staff. There will be some additional things that need to be done in order for us to meet our goals in this respect. And then, of course, I think I guess you can say the highlight of the day, there was an update about the presidential search. There are 3 candidates that will be brought to campus during the last week of January to meet with various university stakeholders. The board chair, Dr. Carter Scott, announced that she would be stepping down from her position upon the completion of the presidential search. However, the Board of Trustees voted that she be removed as chair of the board immediately, and it was passed by a majority vote.
I'm very satisfied with the outcome of the meeting. The main contention was to have new leadership at the top. There's been no secret that there was bickering and infighting, which justified a need for new leadership. I can tell you that the board as a whole now is excited to move forward. We know that we have faced difficult days in the past, but we are really upbeat about BCU's future. We're taking the necessary steps to right the ship in terms of our finances, and the board has a renewed interest in working together, and more importantly, working hand in hand with the administration. So I think our future is very bright, and I look forward to the task at hand.
Who's the chair of the board now?
I will step in. I was 3rd vice chair. We lost the 1st, 2nd, so I'm the last person standing, so to speak. The board will make a determination as to how long I will stay, whether or not we will hold new elections. That has been forwarded to our legal committee, who will give us an opinion on the proper way to proceed to fill that seat permanently. But until that is done, I step in as board chair.
Did any other board?
Well, certainly from the administration side, we recognize that there's a lot of work to be done. That process is already ongoing. For example, on the accreditation side, actually not accreditation, on the probation side, and I need to make that clear distinction. The university has not lost its accreditation. On the probation side, in terms of things that we need to address, we have been working on that. Roughly six out of the 9 issues have been put forth. There are certainly updates on our website for parents and students and others to take a look at. We will continue to work through that. I believe we'll work even closer with the board in trying to craft solutions on those issues that are board related. And then as it relates to the other issues, one of the big things that I see us having to do is to get our financial house in order. And of course, we are looking for those persons and hopefully those donors that might have been waiting back or slow to give. We are hoping for there to be alums, whether it be friends, people out in the community and the like. We're looking forward to reestablishing a very active and aggressive fundraising campaign. Part of our realization, of course, is that as we've slashed the budget somewhat, but at the same time we need to increase revenues coming in, and so that's the focal point. In addition to that, of course, we've got we're reaching out and trying to build camaraderie and collaboration throughout the BCU community.
In October of 2017, Judge Grimes and myself met with the Federal Bureau of Investigation because we had gone through various documents that raised our antennas, which led to the civil lawsuit dealing with fraud, etc. We met this week, Judge Grimes and myself, with, again, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, commonly called the FBI, and the Department of Education Investigative Unit. So we have been cooperating with them in order to find out what happened to whatever amount of money, whether it was $13 million or $25 million. It requires resources that we cannot get through a civil suit. That investigation is in their purview. As you know, we have no control over it. We don't even know what stage they're in. The only thing that we do is cooperate and provide them with the information. You addressed the issue of, asked the question about turmoil. I think the days of turmoil, hopefully, is over with now. I think this board, and we will be discussing more transparency. We will be discussing opening the board meeting up to the public. Of course, there are going to be certain functions that we have to meet in private about, but we want to be more transparent so that people will see that this new beginning, Bethune-Cookman University, we have to be transparent. We have to have the light shown on what we do, because that is very important for investors, people who want to invest in Bethune-Cookman, to see that everything is transparent, and that's what we're moving towards. I remember I said this cloak of darkness. Well, the board and the members that I have polled all agree that we need to be more transparent, and you will see a better working relationship with the board. We won't be trying to figure out each month how to fire this man. We're going to talk about working together for the good of Bethune-Cookman University. The board loves the school, and it's going to take us a few days to rechart, but the chart has already been laid, and there will be moves in the future that you will see that will lead not only to BCU surviving, but thriving. Absolutely. And the best is yet to come. Today marks a new beginning for Bethune-Cookman University. Of course, you're going to have naysayers out there who are going to say what they want to say, and they have a right to speak their piece. But the only thing that we asked, look at the fruit that we will bear as a university. I guarantee you that the working relationship between the administration and the board will be 210% better. I guarantee you that our communication with things we can share with you will be 200% better. There are going to be some things that we can't discuss because of pending litigation. I think you all understand that. because we got attorney-client privilege, work product privilege, and there are going to be certain things we can't say. But as much information as we can share, we're going to move forward with that.